Hello and welcome back. You're doing VRC 1000 with me, Jijo, and in this lesson we will look at the traps set by the question creator. In the previous lessons, we looked at the perspective of the author, how to read the passage effectively. We understood the purpose of the author, the point of view of the author, the tone of the author, the structure of the logical structure of the particular passage, understand differentiating between facts and opinion, so that we are able to understand the passage accurately, thereby ensuring that we get the right answer choice. But when we go and try and solve answers, the question setter gives us wrong answers as well. There are 4 choices given to us, 3 are wrong, and ladies and gentlemen, it is important that we understand how the question creators set incorrect answer choices. How do they create these incorrect answer choices? That is what we're going to learn today. In a passage, you have a passage on the left hand side, and then on the right hand side there is a question stem, and 4 answer choices are given, and one of them is the right answer choice and 3 of them are the wrong answer choices. And whatever is the right answer choice, yes, it must be based on the passage, right? And the wrong answer choices, therefore, should be what? Should not be based on the passage. What does wrong answer choice actually mean? You might think, which is actually true. Actually true in the sense that it is true that the right answer choice must be true based on whatever is information that is given in the passage. So how else can it be right? Right? If you are asked to read the passage and answer the question based on the passage, therefore whatever is answer choice must be true based on the passage. Right? Therefore the wrong answer choices are what? Things are false. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Okay, so there is this. If I ask you this question, there are things that are true, there are things that are not true. And you believe that things that are true should be the right answer choice, things that are not true should be the wrong answer choice. So what are things that are not true, ladies and gentlemen? If I ask you that question, you will probably tell me, yes, things are not true. Sir, it's called false. What a stupid question. What kind of question is this? I thought this is a high level reading comprehension passage. You are asking me some stupid question. What did not true mean? Wait a second, ladies and gentlemen. Let's find that out. Let's actually do something. Let's go and pick this passage, article from The Guardian. Best teacher in the world, Andrea Zafiraku. Build trust with your kids, then everything else can happen. That's exactly what I'm also doing, Zafiraku, with this RC lessons as well. Hopefully. Okay, let's pick a paragraph from that article which says Zafiraku has spent her 12-year career at Alperton Community Secondary School in Brent teaching some of the most disadvantaged, ethically diverse children in the country. Let's focus on that particular statement, and if I ask you, I'm going to draw some inferences from here. Tell me whether it is true or it's not true. You would say this one: Zafiraku's teaching experience is more than 5 years. Okay, that is true, right? That is true, right? That's what it's simple. He said she has spent her 12-year career teaching. So she has a 12-year teaching career. 12 is definitely more than 5. So that statement is, ladies and gentlemen, 100% true. And what about this statement? Zafiraku's teaching experience is less than 3 years. Come on, it's very clearly mentioned she has a 12-year career. Less than 3 years absolutely will be false. Okay, let me give one more statement. Zafiraku is a 2018 Global Teacher Prize winner. What about this, ladies and gentlemen? What about this? Oh la. What about this? What the passage says? Zafiraku spent her 12-year career at Alperton Community Secondary School in Brent, teaching some of the most disadvantaged, ethically diverse children in the country. She suspects most of us couldn't have a clue about the depth of deprivation she sees in a classroom every day. That is what deprivation look like. Deprivation when you have got 6 or 7 separate families living in one house, sleeping on one family to a room, sharing one bathroom, rotating the use of the kitchen. I had a girl who was flaunting in my class, who I investigated and found it was because she had to go home during the middle of my lesson and cook for a family because there was a slot of a rota. Children routinely arrive at the school hungry and dirty. I put loaves in the washing machine for the kids, and we provide a free breakfast for every child while gang violence haunts the school gates. That paragraph has not given me any information to say whether it is true or false. What do I call this? What do I call this? I can't call it false. Like in fact, actually, it's a true statement that she in fact was a Global Teacher Prize winner in 2018. In fact, is a true statement. Unfortunately, the passage is not giving information. So in maths, you'll probably call this cannot be determined, right? That's what you call in maths, cannot be determined. Something that I cannot ascertain whether it is true or false simply by the base of the information that is given to me. So ladies and gentlemen, when you look at this not true, you also need to add one more, which is uncertain. So not true are also things that not just false, but also things that we don't have enough evidence based on what is given in the passage. I hope this makes sense. Right. For example, let's understand it better. Let's take a truth scale from 0% true to 100% true. 100% true is something that will be definitely true. 0% true is something that is absolutely false. Jijo is a male. Jijo is me, by the way. Definitely true. Jijo is a female. Definitely false. Yeah, and then you have stuff which is in between. So you can call probably that part probably true and that part probably false. But your answer must be something that is definitely true based on the information that you have from the passage. If the information in the passage is true, then this information is true, but it must be based on the information. Therefore that is your right answer choice, which is something that is true based on the passage. Everything else definitely false, probably true. All these are false into either the false category or the uncertain category, and all of these, ladies and gentlemen, are the wrong answer. So the question creator can play with things that are probably true, probably false, uncertain area to create wrong answer choices, thereby setting you a trap. It is very easy to identify something that contradicts information. It's very easy to identify that. But something that does not contradict the information blatantly, but still something that is not uncertain, so something that is uncertain, which means it is still not true based on the information that is given in the passage, because I don't have information, like a cannot be determined situation. That's where the question setter creates trap. So ladies and gentlemen, the one thing that you must understand is that a lot of people talk about the fact that a close answer. The reason why they say answers are close is because it is uncertain. That's why they call it close. Please understand, there is no such thing as close answers. No, just remove that. There is no. Just because you feel the answer is close does not mean it is close. She's so close to me. No. That's what you feel. No, there is right answer and wrong answer, ladies and gentlemen. That should be the most thing. Next time when you look at an reading comprehension passage and you're stuck with two answer choices and you say that it is confusing, one of them is correct and other is wrong. It is just that for some reason you're not able to pick the wrong answer, and we need to understand how can we pick the wrong answer. That's by understanding the trap set by the question setter. Let's create the question setter devil, and for this lesson I am going to be the devil. That is me. Sorry about my drawing techniques. I've just traced my picture from photograph. That is, I look like I don't know. Okay, doesn't matter. The point here is that I am going to be the question setter, and I can be a good question setter because I have set questions in the past. I've set questions for mock tests. I've set questions for, I have even set questions for some tests for an independent agency. I've set questions, for example, last VRC 1000 course, I've set section tests as well. I have in my lifetime has created a lot of reading comprehension questions. Let me give you some insider account of how good questions are created. Okay, let's have a look at this process, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to set some trap. Are you ready? Are you ready? Hope you guys are ready. Now what we need is a passage. Let's hunt. Let's go to Guardian, because why not? Cat has picked a lot of articles from the Guardian. This is what I saw. Wellness is a selective lie and is changing how we treat illness. Of among all the COVID articles that I could find, this is one I thought that is okay, something slightly different. This is from Monday 22nd June 2020, very recent, last week's article. So this is absolutely new, ladies and gentlemen. This is not, obviously that is the reason why I put that is because I don't want to give something that I'm copying from somewhere. It is something that I've created, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why it is. I picked something that is article on the 22nd. What is today's date? Today's date is 26th of June, that when I'm recording this one. So look, it's a 4 days old article. Okay, anyways, doesn't matter. We have to hunt and we create. Let me take these two paragraphs from the articles and create a passage. It is a selective illusion, unlike the grandeur of sanatorium. Wellness is supposed to look effortless, anyone blah 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 blah. Okay, we have got the question, ladies and gentlemen. We have got the passage. Now the first thing I have to do, I have to read the passage. Right, I have to read the passage. I understand what the passage is. Let me read. Wellness is supposed to look effortless. Supposed to. Anyone can have it if they are willing to make the right choices and dream big. That's a quote there. Wellness appears so easily attainable that actual illness doesn't always compute for those who encourage the idea that health, joy, and spiritual gain are things you can buy. In the first paragraph, what I get here is the author is using word supposed to, appears. So I'm getting a hint here that the author is not really happy with wellness. So appears to be positive, supposed to be positive, but in reality may be very different. So I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, so the discussion is about wellness. Next paragraph, ladies and gentlemen. And while wellness booms, vital complementary health services are becoming less and less attainable. Claim, ladies and gentlemen, an amazing claim there. While wellness is booming, vital complementary health services are becoming less and less attainable. That is my red signal, and when I read the rest of them, that is my green signal. I hope you know what the signals I'll be talking about, right? Yes. Yes, because the rest are like justifying that claim. Where many European countries use inpatient hydrotherapy to treat rheumatic patients, almost all of the NHS hydrotherapy pools in London are closed. A pool at Guy's Hospital remains open by renting services to private patient at $70 a pop. The Budapest facility I attended, part of a group of health hotels, has survived by straddling this complex divide, simultaneously marketing itself as health necessity and life is choice. It's vital and more intrusive medical services such as underwater massage bath, painful muscle treatment, ice cold cream packs of swollen joints are screened of the cold, utilized in back rooms behind the layers of all these are green basically. All these are detail which is explaining or justifying the fact that wellness booming, vital complementary health services are becoming less and less attainable. Okay, we understood the passage a bit. Okay, as an author, okay, as a question creator, I need to create a question. Let me create this question. Which one of the following best describes the main point of the extract? So I want to look at what the main point is, and the main point is very clear according to me. At least that's what I believe. As a question setter, you can't question me, right? I'm going to pick the red signal as the main point. And while wellness booms, vital complementary health services are becoming less and less attainable. That is my red signal. So therefore, I have to create the right answer. There you go. While wellness is expanding, important complementary health services on the decline. Obviously, I cannot write it exactly the same. I have to make some slight changes. So basically, I change booms to expanding, vital to important, less and less attainable to on the decline. Okay, that's fair enough. I think that is good. That's good. And rest of them kept the same. Ladies and gentlemen, you will say that that is true based on the information that is given on the passage. So that is my correct answer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have to create the wrong answers. 3 of them. Let's think about it. What could be a wrong answer? What could be? What do you think? What do you think? What about we create wellness is not booming? What kind of a stupid wrong answer is this? You will say you think I'm stupid to give you answers like this, huh? As a question creator, as a stud question creator, do you think I'm going to give stupid answer choices like this? So you can easily pick from there. Wellness booms, wellness not booming. The second problem is that the original correct answer has got some 12 words. While wellness expanding, important complementary service on the decline. 12. This has got some 4 words. It's easy, but by the looking at it itself, you are feeling that probably the correct answer is the first one because the wrong answer has just 4 words. Stupid. I cannot do this. First of all, think again. Let's be a stud question setter. Amazing. Alpha question setter. I don't know what that means. Alpha woman, alpha male. I don't know. People say that statement. I don't know what that even means. Okay, let's carry on, ladies and gentlemen. Wrong answer choice. Same length. First of all, I want to have the same length. 3 lines there. I should have at least 3 lines there, or also of the same length. Whatever is the length there, I should keep there so that you know what it is. By the look of it, it has to look the same. I want to trap you. I am to trap you. The first thing is deception. First thing in deception is ensure that we'll have to catfish the whole thing, right? So we have to ensure that this is all the same. And second is similar structure. I cannot write it different. It should not be feel like I have to. When everybody is reading each of these, each thing should feel the same. Similar structure. Okay, and the next one is it has to look appealing. We have to ensure. I'm going to trap you guys. Let's start. What can I do? One thing that I can do is think of all the uncertain answer choices that I can create. How can I create uncertain answer choice? Simply by ensuring that I'm picking something from the passage, using a lot of the information in the passage, but make some slight twist to make it uncertain, something that becomes cannot defined. Let me explain what I can do. Number one, I can take it broad. How can I do that? This is how I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen. The statement says that while wellness booms, vital complementary health services are becoming less and less attainable. Complementary health services are becoming less and less attainable. The discussion about complementary health services, not health services in general. These are about complementary health services. Complementary health services, I believe, are the health services which kind of supports the main health service, like probably therapeutic and other things like those. The discussion about complementary services. So I can simply make it broad by, instead of writing complementary health services, why don't you just delete complementary and write health services? That has become broad. So ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Wellness industry is going at the expense of the much needed health services. Because I put it health services, the discussion is not about health service in general. It is complementary health service in particular. This is an uncertain answer choices because we don't know about health service in general. All we know is the complementary health services is becoming declined. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a broad answer choice. Now you look at this answer choice here, you will see this is an awesome choice. I'm sure there'll be some of you will get confused between this answer choice and the correct answer choice. You look at why both are looking close. It is not close. This one is wrong. It is feeling close because I picked up many information from the passage which is actually true, but made that little bit of twist by making it broad. What else can I do? I can bring something that is alien to the whole discussion. The discussion about wellness. I'm thinking, for example, is there something that people know about wellness? And put it here and give it something that is actually not mentioned in the passage, but something that you will probably know from general knowledge, so that you might write, pick that one. Your answer should be something that is based on the passage. But what if I write something? Wellness is less affordable than the various other complementary health services. This is something from your common sensical this one. You believe that statement is true, but unfortunately, that is not something that is mentioned in the passage at all. Nothing about it being affordable is mentioned. That is completely alien to the whole discussion, ladies and gentlemen. This is another awesome wrong answer choice by giving you some alien concept was actually not mentioned in the passage. What else can I do? I can actually make the context much more narrower here. Right. This talks about wellness booms, vital complementary health services are becoming less and less attainable. And the example that is given to me here are examples about European countries and London and stuff. But those are just examples. The statement that is all wellness booms, vital health are becoming less and attainable, it not necessarily particular only to the European countries, right? Though the example is given as European countries, that particular statement or the entire passage does not suggest that the discussion is only about European countries. Therefore, by making an answer choice like this, while wellness in Europe booms, vital complementary health services are declining, I have made the context slightly narrow by adding the word Europe. And this is a good answer choice that you'll fall into, because the example that is given to me, I picked the word Europe from the whole thing. Why wellness in Europe booms, vital complementary health services are declining. Okay, so that is probably not the main idea of the whole passage, because that statement does not necessarily say that this is in particular to the Europe, unless of course we have got more context from the passage and the discussion only about Europe, have no other country, then that's a different issue. But basically from the passage that I can see in front of me, this context is much narrow. Ladies and gentlemen, what else can you do? What else can we do? Broad, alien, narrow. What else do you have? Extreme. Put some random extreme. Most, best, number one, best, weakest, strongest. Stuff like those, right? For example, I create this. Wellness industry is the primary reason for the decline of the vital complementary health services. Primary, number one reason isn't mentioned anywhere. The number one reason, usually these are all red signal. I'm not saying that extreme by in itself will make the answer choice wrong, but usually the author does not write something extreme fashion. So that is an extreme answer. We already create for broad, alien, narrow, extreme. Ladies and gentlemen, you can think of that as Bain. B for broad, A for alien, N for narrow, E for extreme. That is Bain. That is think of all extreme answer choice. What else can I do? I can still do a lot of other things. I can do one very interesting thing. True, but basically what I'm going to do here is the question is asking about the main point. Therefore, let me give you something that is true but not the main point. Basically answering a different question. Hana. So basically, for example, I can see here about Budapest facility attended. Part of the group health hotel has survived by straddling this complex divide, simultaneously marketing itself as a health necessity and a lifestyle choice. I can probably take that. That is not the main point, but I can probably take that and then create an answer choice which is like this. One way of surviving in the healthcare sector is to market the service as both a necessity and a lifestyle. Both as a necessity and a lifestyle. You see that that particular thing is alluding to that particular part, which is not the main point, ladies and gentlemen. So I can give you, for example, a specific detailed question which is asking, let's say, some information in paragraph number 2. I can actually give an answer choice which is talking about something in paragraph number 4. True, but does not answer that question. That is amazing. So we have broad, alien, narrow, extreme, uncertain one. I can treat a true answer based on the passage, but not answering the specific question that is given. Anything else, I can still do something else. I can play around with the author's tone, author's point of view. Okay, let's create this. Okay, let's create this. We're playing around with tone. I will use everything else. Wellness, I'm going to use complementary health services. I'm going to use wellness is booming. I'm going to use complementary healthcare declining. But I'm going to add a word which is going to change everything and make it a wrong answer choice. There you have it. Wellness is having a much needed growth, even though the complementary health services are not growing. Much needed. Is the author is saying the wellness growth is positive? Does author has a tone? Does author has a point of view? Does author has a belief? Does the author has opinion that wellness booming is a good thing? It is actually needed. Author in the first paragraph is supposed to look effortless. It appears supposed, and in this case you cannot say that is that. Probably author is kind of sad. Does not feel happy about the fact that complementary health services are becoming less and attainable. That's the wrong tone. I can actually this is going against what the author's tone is. Actually, I can actually go with the author's point of view, but put an extreme word or change the degree of it. Look at this, for example. It is ludicrous that wellness sector is growing growth. So the growth is not there. Sorry. We have to probably change that there. And where is that? Okay, that is not there. Oops. I have not vetted this. Okay, after this initial process, eventually I'll vet this and make it even more better. I'm sure that I would have made some mistake here and there, but you get the sense here. This is the first. Okay, it is ludicrous that the wellness sector is growing while the vital complement services are not. And the word ludicrous is like too much of emotion, right? Extra emotion, and the total gali that the author has not given at all. So I have all this choice of creating a wrong answer choice. Why would I write something that is false? I want to trap you. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to create this question here. Okay, which of the following best describe? Option number 1, wellness is more affordable. Ladies and gentlemen, affordable. That is something that is alien to the whole discussion. Okay, wellness industry is the primary reason. That is something that is extreme. Wellness industry is going at the expense of the much needed health services. Health services that made it broad. These 3 answer choices, ladies and gentlemen, are wrong. And the right answer choice, while wellness expanding, more important complementary health services are on the decline. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the right answer choice. That's how the question got created. Now, if you actually look at this question, you can see a few things here. Is that if you look at the length of each of these passages, okay, this is 3 lines, almost ensure that all these are in the same one. That is a good question creation, and I've by and large kept the whole this one almost the same to actually trap you. And these are the kind of places where you end up probably getting really confused and you miss on this. So, ladies and gentlemen, what you think? So basically the point is that the trap that I'm going to set is either I'm going to create broad, alien, narrow, the main uncertain ones. I can do a true but it is true but wrong answer choice, or I can create a tone mismatch, ladies and gentlemen. Now, at the end of the day, the traps are actually in the words. In the words of the answer choices. That is what you have to do. So you have to be very careful, knowing that these are the things that the author question setter can do, knowing that these are the things that author setter can do, can go a long way in ensuring that we avoid them. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do in the next lesson is to learn how to avoid this time, knowing the trap, the knowledge of the trap. If you know what the trap is, then you know how to avoid them. That is what we're going to do in the next lesson. So see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.